My name is Esther. Welcome to Esther's Corner. Yay! Are you in the UK and you have no idea, no clue of how to win back your deposit from DPS? I have good news for you. You can absolutely win your money. You just need to be sure that your money is protected by Deposit Protection Service, that's DPS, when you paid your deposit to your landlord. So technically you're not paying the money, or you haven't paid the money to your landlord. It's been held by DPS, and at the end of your rent, money will be released to either you or your landlord, or split however you both have decided. Yourself and your landlord have decided to split the money. Now, in my case, which is the tea I have for you guys, and I hope you'll be able to learn one or two from what I'm about to tell you. About my situation is that during the end of our own rent term, my landlord wanted to claim the entire money. So we paid, I think, about 1,048. And by the end of 1 year, it had accumulated to 1,148. Now, my landlord wanted to claim back everything, but there was no way I was going to let that happen because I knew so many things were wrong. When we moved into that apartment, nobody gave us check-in inventory. But guess what? When we wanted to move out, they sent us checkout inventory. And the things my landlord said we did was actually like about 99% what we complained to the agency, that is the renting agency, that look, there are some things wrong with this house and we need them to be fixed. So I had all the evidence, which I'm going to get to. Bear with me because this is going to be kind of lengthy, but I'm going to try as much as possible to also give out the meaningful information that you will be needing to help you win your case. Now, back to my story. When our landlord decided to claim back everything, I took a pause and I knew that there was no way I was going to let that happen. And please, guys, I prayed, I will not even lie, because I needed every ammunition to be able to win that case. So when my landlord decided to claim everything, I we rejected their claim. They claimed two things: that we left the house too moldy, and that we left some things in the house. I remember when we wanted to move in, one of the things that the agent that got the house for us told us was that after we moved in, the landlord planned to make the house more ventilated, do some ventilations and all that. But that was never done. Now, we rejected the claim, and I just said, you know what? If we leave this claim, if we decided to, succumb and let the landlord claim all the money, it's not going to make too much sense to me, because I would forever regret not fighting it. So I asked myself, what's the worst that could happen if we let an adjudicator take on the case? So what happens when an adjudicator takes on a case is that this person looks at it based on the evidence submitted by both parties. That would be yourself and the landlord. In this case, it was the evidence I submitted and what the landlord would submit. Their representative, which was the agency that got us the house. Now, I documented everything. I named them, packed them in one document, Word document, and submitted. So step by step, I would take a look at all the evidence. For example, when we wanted to move in, there was no moving inventory done. And based on the conversation I had with the agent that said the landlord was going to allow for more ventilations to be in the house, I would categorize such evidence, put it into one document, and save. Now, another evidence we had was that the box that they said they met in the house was not actually ours. The previous tenant who lived there had some deliveries, and based on the look of the delivery, it was looking kind of expensive, and I didn't want us to trash it. So my husband and I, we had a conversation about it and we decided, you know what, this person might decide to come back for this particular content. I reached out to Amazon via mail because it was delivered by Amazon. And I said, look, this person that, you've delivered this thing to no longer lives here. And because we did not want to be otaje in court, that means someone that does not know value of money. We decided to keep it for when the person comes back. But till we left, sadly, the person did not come back. So we had to leave it in that apartment. For the landlord's claim, instead of claiming everything, we told the agency rather that we were going to let go of £250 out of 1,148 because to me, they still did not deserve it because there was no proper handover of the house. So many things went wrong. The essence of this, of everything, is that you need to be able to have enough evidence to support your claim. So if you're claiming that you do not want your landlord to take all your money or whatever money they are claiming they want to take, please have evidence, enough evidence that you want to submit to support your claim. If you and your landlord do not come to any agreements, it is okay for you to let an adjudicator take on your case, which was what we did. Because to me, all done, I die. If an adjudicator comes on to the case and takes on the case, what's the worst thing that could happen? It's either they give us the money or they don't give us the money, or it's either they give you the money or they don't, right? Now, why don't you just let an external person take a look at things from a fresh perspective based on your evidence and the landlord's evidence or the agency's evidence, and then let them decide. Let them decide. See, this thing is not a do or die. It's either you have enough evidence or you don't. Please make sure that your evidence is potent. It could be your conversation, it could be a chat that you've had with your agency or your landlord, maybe talking about some things that went wrong. And always, this is what I'll tell people: if you're in a new apartment or if you are in an apartment you've just rented, make sure that as you go along the way, as you go along your journey of being in that house, document things. Anything looks funny, fishy, document. Please, I beg. It's not for anything. It's just for when you want to leave a house, you want to leave your house at the end of your tenancy for your peace of mind. So this was what we did. I made sure that I didn't submit evidence haphazardly. No, I decided to categorize all my evidence, name them, put them in Word document. It took me time. It took me, I think I spent about 2 nights, trying to gather all these evidence and put them together. But I did not mind because me, I don't feel leave like 898 for anybody. Remember that 1,148, he decided, my husband and I, we said, you know what, let's give the landlord 250, which I think was fair, really, really fair. In that apartment, we had to repaint. I'm saying all this because I also want you to have, enough evidence and backstory, or enough information rather, and backstory as to what happened and how I was able to win us, our money back. So yes, that was it. And finally, I would like to say that please don't think that anything is too small. If you think that something in your house, in your apartment is looking funny, is not the way it's supposed to be, just document it. And most especially, if you want to win your case and your money, please support your claims with evidence, because it's going to be the landlord's claim against your own claim. So anything you do, yes, just have enough evidence. And that was it. After, we submitted everything, they came back and told us that, yay, we want our money based on, what we submitted. And one of the things that the adjudicator spoke about was the fact that they did not see anything to compare. So yes, the agency was able to give them a checkout inventory board. How about when we moved in? What happened? Why didn't they give us something to work with? So there was no when they moved in, when they moved out kind of information, if you get what I mean. So that was it. And some other little things that, It's a big thing, but actually helped us because we also lost things in that house. And I think it's just fair how much we proposed to give to the landlord. If you've stayed till this very point, thank you so very much for watching. And I hope this has been able to help people. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section and I will try as much as possible to respond on time. I am not a professional, I am not a lawyer or anything, but this was what I did and what worked for us and how we were able to win back our money again, our own money, what happened to us, but I just felt if I can help any other person going through this situation, then yes, why not? Thank you again very much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.